Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Charlie, and I am back for yet another something slightly different. Today is May 16th, 2014. It is a Friday, and this is actually going to go up on a Friday, if I have anything to say about it. So, where to begin? Let's see here. I started to play some Memento Mori. You might have noticed that the first playthrough came on at 4 o'clock p.m. That's because that's when it usually comes out. That's when it's supposed to come out. You may have also noticed that the Black Rainbow playthrough is now done. Have no fear, though. I'm very confident that in the future we will continue to get some games from that developer so we can continue to show you the awesomeness that is their games. I have already played 5 episodes of Memento Mori. No, you cannot see all of them. That would not be fair. You might have noticed that I did play some Smite last night, and also that the Thursday night hangout was slightly earlier than usually scheduled. That was because Zelius, unfortunately, fell into the trap that many of us technologically advanced individuals fall into, and that is, if you know one technology, you know all technology. Well, that's the assumption that's made. So he had to play with lights and an audio system in a theater last night, because since he could do computers, he could do every piece of electronics. So apparently there's only a couple times of feedback, but so good job, Zelius. All right. This week is going to be kind of crazy for me. I don't know how much information I'm going to be able to throw onto the website. You may have noticed that there's been a lack of news on the website, and I apologize for that. There is a story or some information that broke. It's the next Halo. I so want it, and yes, it's going to come out for the Xbox One. When I get a chance, I'll write up. I cannot remember any of the details right now. I apologize profusely. I'm trying to do this quickly because I have family obligations that I must attend to. But, hold on. Yeah, that board has nothing for me. I played some more WildStar. You know, I like the game. I really do. I'm like at level 21 now. But I'm getting to the point of like rinse and repeating, and then like things being like all over the place. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to play it. Would I buy the game upon release? Oh, you know, there would be a better chance of me getting the game if the open beta ended 3 days before the actual launch. What's happening is the open beta ends on the 18th, so that's in 2 days. That's Sunday. Once that's done, nothing. You get nothing. Until June 3rd. June 3rd is so you'll get May 31st. Yeah, there's 31 days in May, right? Yeah, May 31st. You get to play it again. That, my friends, is enough time for me to forget about the game and move on. So, as much as I would love to continue to play WildStar, I don't know if I'll continue to do so because there is that big of a gap. I know. You're like, oh, 2 weeks. That's not that big of a gap. To a guy who has to review, to a guy who loves reviewing games, and he usually gets in the zone and then plays them to completion, in 2 weeks, I could potentially play through 5 or 6 games, which means that my brain will be completely wiped of all WildStar stuff because I won't be able to play it. I'm the type of individual who has to continue to do something in order for it to continue to work. That's why I can't go back to a lot of these RPGs or a lot of MMOs that I take a huge break off of because I have to relearn the entire thing. Yes, I could start a new character, but then I'd be like, oh God, I did this story before. And then I would get to the point where I feel comfortable, but now I'm like 30 levels behind where I was before. And yes, I could switch back, but oh my God, that's a time sink that I cannot afford. So WildStar, it's been cool, but it's probably about to be over. I'm sorry, we're breaking up. So we got Memento Mori 2. We've got the Whispered World that I'll continue to play. Like I said, I was going to attempt to do a playthrough of that, but unfortunately, the second episode got corrupted, and the only place that I could find that actually could save the file, which they're like, oh, it's 17 minutes. It's not 17 minutes. It's at least 30 minutes. But thank you for playing. They're like, the 17-minute video, we're going to charge you $94 for. So I will continue to play Whispered World without the playthrough, and I will go right through it, hopefully, fingers crossed, and I will get you a review of that right before, because I know that the Whispered World 2, Silence, I believe is the little subtitle, is coming out in the future, and this is kind of getting you revved up for it, so I will give you a review. I feel like there's another, well, you know what? I probably will give the WildStar beta a review, and I will give it a score, because I think I've played it enough, and I think we're close enough to it being a real game. Yes, they've left some features out. Well, no duh. There's also another game that I can't talk about for 4 more days. Next Tuesday, I will start playing that game, and I will try to run through it with such passion and grace. Hopefully, Memento 2 will be done. Memento Mori 2 will be close to done, so I can just go on to that one. And I believe that might be it for Alter Confusion for today. Yes. So, thank you for tuning in to the Alter Confusion, something slightly different for Friday, May 16, 2014. I, as always, am your host, Charlie, and I will see you probably Sunday, because I usually somehow end up doing it on Sunday. But at the bare minimum, you will see me on Monday, where hopefully I am filled with fun facts and amazing news to give to you, the listener, the fans, the viewers, the I just got lost, I don't know what video I'm watching people. So, oh yes, of course. If you are an Alter Confusion and you want to be notified of all the videos that come out as soon as they come out, you need to go to about right here. There's a YouTube button. If you're already on YouTube, or you're in, well, if you're on another location, you're also going to see a YouTube button. But if you're on YouTube, you're not going to see that button. So don't worry about it unless you're not on YouTube. Then click on that YouTube button, and I'm still here, because we're actually streaming from YouTube, it's just embedded somewhere else. Okay, now you're going to go over here, and right below the video box is this wonderful rounded rectangle that has the word subscribe in it. Clicky there, and ta-da! You will be able to see every single video I post as soon as it is scheduled to post. I say as soon as it's scheduled because there are certain videos that I do post way ahead of time, basically the playthroughs, in case I catch like the black lung or go into a coma, so you have a little extra stuff to do. Now, of course, if I were to fall into a coma or be rendered unconscious so I couldn't do the videos, you wouldn't see something slightly different, but that's really depressing. So let's not talk about that. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you at the bare minimum on Monday. Have a great weekend. And of course, if you're in Atlanta, next weekend is MomoCon. I'm going to have a fan table there. Not exactly sure if I'm going to have electricity there. That's a different subject for a different day. And I, of course, will also have a panel at 10 a.m. Yes, I know, you're going to be severely hungover, but 10 a.m. Sunday morning. The destruction of the game industry as we know it. And I would love to see you there, as well as all your friends. So thank you, and see you later.